We have breaking news right now. Donald Trump has officially pardoned none other than Todd Chrisley and Julie Chrisley, the two co stars of Chrisley Knows Best, a TLC show that had been airing for many seasons until Todd and Julie Chrisley fell in trouble with the law. They were both convicted of numerous tax and bank fraud related crimes. Now, here's the kicker: they were serving several years in federal prison, but their daughter, Savannah Chrisley, actually pushed for their pardon significantly. Their daughter was a major Trump surrogate on the campaign trail, and ethics watchdogs across the country are sounding the alarm over what is the beginning of a massive corruption scheme regarding pardons. We had the pardon of Todd and Julie Chrisley, but that's not the only pardon today. According to the New York Times, Donald Trump pardoned a man, a healthcare executive convicted of tax fraud related crimes after his mother donated $1 million dollars to the Trump campaign. Trump says that those pardons or that pardon was due to overzealous prosecution by the Biden Department of Justice. But, folks, we are nearing a point where Donald Trump, the president of the United States, who, remind you, has absolute immunity over the pardon power, is now potentially pardoning individuals simply because they support him, maybe because they donated to his campaign, and who knows how sinister this corruption scheme can get. Now, I do want to say one quick thing before I continue. MAGA Republicans are on the attack. They are relentless in my DMs. They are relentless in my comments, but I'm not backing down. I'm not going anywhere. So please consider supporting my work to allow this to continue by becoming a paid subscriber today to my Substack by clicking the button below, or supporting me by sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. In addition, today Donald Trump admitted that he was helping Vladimir Putin. He essentially said, in not so significant ways or not so significant terms, he essentially said today that because of him, Russia has not suffered very bad things. Well, in response, Russian state TV started mocking Donald Trump, saying, quote, Trump's message leaves little room for misinterpretation until he posts the opposite tomorrow morning. Trump is now weighing new sanctions on Russia amid growing frustration with Vladimir Putin. And former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev warns, quote, I only know of one really bad thing, World War III. Today, another federal judge struck down Donald Trump's executive order targeting a law firm, calling it essentially political retribution. Another federal judge blocked the Trump administration's efforts to halt congestion pricing in New York City. That judge was a Trump appointee. Donald Trump, just minutes ago, once again threatened Canada, claiming that the country is considering an offer to be annexed by the United States. He essentially said that if Canada wants to take part in this golden dome that he's building to protect the United States, that it either has to pay a significant and unrealistic sum of money to the United States, or it could become part of the United States. He's claiming Canada is considering his offer. There is obviously no indication that Canada ever wants to become the 51st state. And both King Charles, who was there, along with Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney, they both have repeatedly said that's not going to happen. So we'll see what's next. After delivering the commencement address at West Point, Donald Trump broke longstanding tradition by not shaking hands with the graduates. President Biden did it, President Obama did it, President Bush did it. President Biden last year spent over an hour congratulating each of the graduates personally. Today, multiple people were reportedly shot at the Brass Miller Center Mall in Waterbury, Connecticut. Authorities have confirmed multiple victims, but no fatalities as of this point. The Missouri Supreme Court has ordered a Kansas City judge to lift two rulings that had allowed abortions to resume. Essentially, the abortion ban in the state of Missouri is once again into effect. Donald Trump has asked the United States Supreme Court to ease restrictions on deporting migrants to countries and other third party countries. Tommy Tuberville, one of Donald Trump's major allies in the United States Senate, has announced that he will be running for governor of Alabama. King Charles concluded his speech to the Parliament in Canada today with a tribute to a, quote, strong and free Canada. Once again, Canada's not becoming the 51st state, no matter how much Donald Trump wants it to. And finally, the FBI is reinvestigating two critical incidences in the past 4 years. The first is allegedly the cocaine found in the White House, and the second is the leak of the Dobbs decision within the United States Supreme Court. That's all the news right now. I'm sure we'll have more news this evening, so be sure to spread the word. Subscribe to my Substack by clicking the button below, or support my work by sending a one-time donation to Aaron-Parnas on Venmo. And I'll see you once again either this evening or tomorrow morning.